What's happening? What's happening? We trapping, we trapping. We back with it. We got HTM Sports in the building with us, man. I don't know why I just muted them all of a sudden, but we gonna have that thing jumping though. We already got it on point, and it will be fine. You know, so settle down. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. You know how I do. You know the lingo. You understand me though? They know the lingo, Mr. ATM in the building. You know how we rockin'. You know it's finna be good content when we link up. When the trap meets the liquor store, you know where to go. You know what time it is. So make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. We finna crank this thing on up. Let's see if we can get this thing right. What's happening with you, Mr. HTM in the building right here? Good, great.
Thank you.
Got your applause
Y'all
on
kind. Y'all too kind.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, we in the building with it, man. What's going on?
I can't call it. Hey, real quick, shout out to Gary Murphy and Regina Green for entering the liquor store. As you know, if you slap the shit out of an Eagles fan, you get everything in the store half off.
Facts.
So go ahead, get the pep hand strong, get the laying hands on some jaws.
Absolutely. That's a great deal. You know, we're going to have to cash that in, sir. You already know that.
Trap.
You already know that. We're going to cash that in. But, man, okay, when we look at the totality of this offseason, yeah, landlord got some big words sometimes. When you look at this offseason as a whole, how are you feeling about the moves that your Dallas Cowboys done made, sir? How you feeling?
I mean, cumulatively, man, you would have to give them a passing grade.
Wait a minute. Say that word again, sir. Say that word again.
Yeah. Hey, I thought we just over here at the liquor store drunk. We can use big words.
We can use big words too now. You know what I'm saying?
I said cumulatively, you would have to give, and you don't know, if you don't know what cumulatively means, it means the sum of all together, so
okay.
Everything they did all together, you would have to give them a passing grade.
Facts.
Right. There were some moves that were way better than others. There were some moves I believe that they should not have let happen or failed to do. But overall, you would have to give them a passing grade for what they did. They upgraded across the board at key areas. Wide receiver 2, they went and got a guy that used to be a number 1. Cornerback 2, they went and got a guy that might be wearing a gold jacket when he hangs it up.
Facts.
Right. You kept Donovan Wilson. Right. You let Noah Brown go. Right.
Facts.
You didn't hold on to your trash. You sat on the side of the road and it got picked up.
You were no longer a hoarder. You made sure you got rid of that. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed. So you did everything you were supposed to do, man. Hey, tell me, Montoya, what's up with you? T Smooth TV, I see you, my guy.
Shout out to everybody rocking, man. We back in the building with it. But I think out of all the players, regardless of what we say, you understand, I feel like, stop the show, the biggest move of the offseason was getting rid of Mr. Joystick, Kelly Moore.
Trap.
That was still the biggest move of the offseason to me. But if you add that in it, bro, we on honor roll, ain't it, Mr. Hen? If you add that to all the stuff we done on top of getting rid of Kelly Moore, and on top of getting Mike McCarthy a weapon, getting Dan Quinn another toy, and then we ain't even in the draft mode yet. It's scary hours for these haters, Hen. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I predicted us to be 12-5 last year, but this year I went nowhere near as excited as I am about this year. Last year, I ain't nowhere near as excited. Like I'm ecstatic for this season coming up. You know what I'm saying? Miss Ugata said, landlord said totality. Henny hit him with the cumulatively. Yeah, okay, now who said we not educated in the trial? Hey, tell him, Miss Ugata. You let them know what time it is in here, man. We got them 16-letter words on deck too, man. You know what I'm saying? We got them for you.
Indeed. Hey, man, you're in trap. You got to know your numbers, man.
Yeah,
so,
you got
educated. Yes, sir. So look. And, we went in last year with Noah Brown, as a feature wide receiver. Like Michael Gallup was not even ready to play. we were talking about Dennis Houston. Like we had all kinds of bullshit going on. Last off season, and we still were able to put it together in the season 12-5, and we were still fighting for the number 1 seed, up until the final game of the year.
Facts.
Even with all that going on. So, you upgrade to somebody like Brandon Cooks, a guy that's played in 2 Super Bowls, a guy who had 6 1,000-yard seasons, just had a 1,000-yard season in 2021, right? So it's not like he ain't even 30 yet. So when you upgrade like you did from Noah Brown to him, there's a real sense that he probably is better than Michael Gallup.
Yeah, true. Like now we got Michael Gallup probably at his natural position, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? We boosted up Michael Gallup saying that he was this number 1 receiver, this 1,000-yard receiver, but we seen the hard way that it was necessary to have the other people along with him. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't the guy that could produce on that level alone. He needed the services of Mr. Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb. And when he didn't have that duo along with him, he didn't become that receiver again. So, and it was off the injury, though. You do got to give him a slight ounce, an eyedropper full of grace, you know what I'm saying? Just a little tad bit of grace just to let him pass for this year. But I'm telling you right now, I love Michael Gallup. I like the player. But if he ain't coming with it next year, hey, I'm all the way out on him. I'm telling you straight up, I'm out. He scarred me this year, man. That's all it is. He scarred me this year.
I mean, it's this 2 years in a row, Kenfo. We're not going to sit here and act, like he's been productive these last couple of years. Because, his last time reaching 1,000 yards, that what everybody hang their hats on was 2019. That was 4 years ago. Since then, he had like 800 yards in 2020. He got injured in 2021, only had under 500 yards again. He damn sure had under 500 yards this year. So, he was not productive for you. And listen, availability is the best ability to have because
Facts.
You can't play good or bad if you're not on the field.
That's true. That's the best ability, man. You got to be on the field to produce. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't just live our potential forever. So, yeah, that's true, man. That's true at a lot of positions, especially when you think about this linebacking core. I know you can't stand Mr. Jabril Cox now. You're gonna have Brillo looking for you.
Bro,
you're gonna have Brillo looking for you, man. But he been living out potential though. He been living out potential right now.
He been living on the practice squad. He been living, on on special teams. That's what he's been living off of because he's not getting on the field. Like he ain't. Listen, all of 2022, he had six tackles. 2021, I know he got hurt. He had 2 tackles. This man got 8 tackles in his whole damn career.
That sounds bad.
Then, let's go deeper. Like y'all be acting like I just be talking crazy about Jabril Cox. Like I don't just be talking crazy about the man. Like the numbers say what the numbers are. So I'm trying to find the advanced metrics real quick. So y'all hold on with me, cause y'all act like I be lying when I say this man can't tackle. I'm finna give you the exact damn numbers on it.
But look though, I said he has a small sample though, man. He has a small sample. If he get in and start, getting his feet wet, getting used to where he at, normal, like getting used to around the players he playing around, I think he can get better, man. Every player has to get better, like once they get in the lineup. Like I don't know if you could just jump straight in and just be phenomenal. Everybody ain't Michael Parsons now. Not as much, Mr. Craig. Not as much. I used to love playing baseball, but I can't watch it on TV for some reason. Like it's too boring to me. But I love playing baseball. It was sensational.
I love watching the Phillies lose. Anything involved in Philadelphia. I love watching y'all lose. Like y'all lost like soccer. They lost like football in the same season. They lost in MLB title. Like city of losers. Love it.
Craig said he played for the Cincinnati Reds. That's crazy. That's what's up. Salute to you, man. That's what's up. I wish I ain't gonna lie. I probably should have played baseball. Baseball came real easy to me. I don't know why. I think it might have been the hand-eye coordination with me playing wide receiver, but it was easy to play baseball in my opinion. But like not hitting was the hardest thing to me. You know what I'm saying? But I was able to hit though. But I'm just saying like that's probably the most challenging thing about it. Catching the ball was easy to me. But yeah, man. So what you feel about? You said you out on Jabril? Like you just like you don't have no hope for Jabril, Mr. Hen. You just telling you looking Jabril Cox dead in his eyes and saying you trying. That's what you saying. Hold on, what happened? You must be muted or something. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I don't know what happened. You was good at first. You good now.
You can hear me?
Yeah, you good now.
Oh, yeah, you wilding over there, Kinfo. I don't know what happened. I just got to blame you.
Nah, I guess you got to blame me. Because I was good. I'm like, he just went out. He couldn't take the heat about Jabril, could you? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, hell nah. Like, listen. Faith is the belief in things unseen.
This boy went to the Bible. Good grief now. Do I got to hit the button for you?
Hey, I'm just saying, like, that what faith is. I don't have to have faith in Jabril Cox, like Cuzzo be saying. Like I see this man missing tackles. Like faith is one thing. Like I can visibly see this man laid out missing tackles. So you know, like there's a different thing. There is also a reason why a rookie coming off of back surgery got on the field before he did. Like there is a reason. Like we're not gonna just sit here.
So wait a minute. I understand what you're saying, but is that an indictment on Jabril, or is that like saying that Damone is just outstanding? Because two things could be true, or it could be either or. Damone Clark could just be outstanding, sir. I think he is though. Damone Clark could just be outstanding. You know what I'm saying? So. And that don't necessarily mean Jabril just terrible. You see what I'm saying? Bro,
see, you were not just finna go there.
he is not with the Jabril Cox stuff. He is all the way out of it. I ain't gonna lie, man. I just know he capable, bro. Maybe not at linebacker. If he can't tackle, he definitely can't be a linebacker. But I know he got a great skill set, man. I looked at him as a great cover cornerback, all kind of stuff, man. But if we can't get him to, you know what I'm saying, play the position he was drafted at, then that probably going to be a problem. He said, what a lovely tweakers at. Twerkers at? What you talking about, Sammy Rowe? You in here being nefarious? Sir, it ain't even a weekend yet, man. You got one more day now. You got one more day. But I always looked at him like he could be a supreme cover linebacker. That was his biggest strength. And he never was able to live up to the hype far as like just being a complete linebacker. But, excuse me, I feel like it's going to be growing pains at every single place, like every position. If you put a young player there, it's going to be growing pains. So that's why I just don't want to rule him out so quick, because I don't think he was able to take his lumps yet. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look, that sounds wonderful. That sounds outstanding. Until I see it, you know, we're gonna have this conversation, and you know, you can make the point like maybe, you know, like Damone Clark has been outstanding, and that's why he can't get on the field. But I'm pretty sure Damone Clark, you know, needs to take a water break. Like he can't even come in when this man need to tie his shoelace. When he got to take a bathroom break, he can't come in for the man.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like that's why I said, bro, because I ain't gonna lie, I done seen this before. I done seen stuff along these lines, because I feel like what I say I've seen it before is like I done seen capable players be like basically in the doghouse. I done seen this before. Now, I'm not saying that he's in the doghouse. I'm not making excuses for him at all. But I'm just trying to reiterate the fact that it's possible that him not being on the field might not be a reflection of what his capability is. It's possible. So that's all I'm saying. It's possible.
anything's possible. It's possible for me to go to the liquor store and hit the lottery. Right? If I play the scratch off, I can lead the liquor store a millionaire. It's not likely, but it's possible.
So you saying it's not about probability? It's about it's not about the possibility. It's about the probability. That's what you're saying.
Indeed, sir. Indeed. You watch the Boondocks, right?
Yeah.
All right. So that when that man Jen got on there, he said there are known knowns, there are known unknowns, and then there are unknown unknowns.
That's Loud Nation right there. Shout out to Loud Nation. He got that drop. The known unknowns.
He got that for real?
Yeah, he got that drop. There's known knowns and there's known unknowns. Loud got that drop, man. Hey, he been in this. He been doing it. But yeah, he said I can't rule cops out either. Yeah, I don't think, bro. I know, bro. I trust my eyes too much. Man. I know what he can do. So I ain't gonna sit up here and just say he is done. I just feel like he needs some more chances. But I've been wrong before, so that's why I'm not just sitting up here standing on the table for him. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I didn't want us to get rid of Story Jackson. People were sitting up here saying I was crazy about that. Man, we should have kept Story Jackson. Story Jackson was outstanding to me. He was balling out in preseason too, but they just let him go. They just did the Erykah Badu. I hate that. You know what I'm saying? I felt like he was a capable linebacker as well. But, he from a small school. He had a whole lot of people in front of him, and they never gave him a shot. I think we missed out on a good player.
Yeah, well, time will tell. He hasn't done anything yet, in the NFL, so you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. And this is the thing. It is still possible for him to turn out to be a very good linebacker, right? Jabril Cox.
Yeah.
It's possible for him to develop. It's possible for him to take the next step. This, that, and the third. All I'm saying is, and I'm probably tough on young players. I am.
You are.
But, hey, man, it be like this sometimes. It be like this sometimes. But look, all I'm saying is so far, right, he has not even proven that he can get on the field. So, once I see him actually get on the field and make a play or two, I can judge, from there. But, at this moment in time, like I said, it could be that he was in the coach's doghouse. But at the same time, a guy who had no NFL experience, did not even have an offseason, right, because he was rehabbing. A guy with all this going on that was a rookie coming off of back surgery, still got on the field and made starts before he did. So that has to say something. And like landlords pointed out, maybe he's in the coach's doghouse, but still, maybe the coaches, because listen, Dan Quinn puts people on the field he thinks can play. That's why Donovan Wilson just got a fat check. That's why J-Ron Kurtz is out here running around with a green dot. Right. That's why a lot of things that are happening. Like Dan Quinn, like if this was an offensive player, I would give you that sentiment. But like the way the defense is ran and the guys are getting snaps, I believe they're supposed to be getting snaps. I'm not even gonna go that far.
Yeah. So I ain't mad at you, bro, because you gotta be a realist at the same time. You do have to admit what you've seen with your eyes and what the grades say. So I ain't just saying that he is a Pro Bowler, but he just ain't getting his props. I'm just saying he's a young player who probably ain't had enough opportunities. That's all I'm saying. But okay, what about some of these corners? Because I know you feel strongly about about Kelvin Joseph as well. So how you feeling about him? You done with him too, ain't you? He don't want no foolishness. He don't have no time for no shenanigans in the world. Like he does not. See, this is what happens, people. Don't fall for this. Don't fall for this. No. Look, this is what happens when you just solely on numbers. You don't have a heart to speak of. It's sad. He don't have a heart. You like what that was? Which character that was on the Wizard of Oz? That's him. What's that? The Tin Man.
The Tin Man ain't got no heart.
He ain't got no heart for none of these players, man. Come on, hen. Like you gotta give them time to grow, sir. You gotta give them a little time to grow. That's all I'm saying.
Sir. Let me ask you a question. Did Deron Bland need time?
Everybody ain't microwavable, man.
Okay, that is not what I asked you.
I mean, I told you what Bland was. I'm telling you about Bland. I'm telling you about Bland. I told you what Bland was. Out the gate.
We're not going to talk about Bland because Bland is doing his job. When you do your job, you will not get reprimanded. You will get nothing but praise and flowers. So we will not even mention OG Bobby Johnson Bland. Yeah, he went out there with the shotgun on the double barrel, and he was whacking guys. He was out there taking their cookies.
Duran, anything but Bland, as I coined him. Yeah, he's like that. He's a good player.
Okay then. And I know that he is probably a generational player at his position. But did Michael Parsons need time? No, he
didn't.
All right,
well, he needed a few games. He needed a few games.
Okay, that's fine. But he also was not costing games while he was doing that. All right, so let me ask you: Did Dak Prescott need time, or Ezekiel Elliott? Listen,
Ryan Dakota came out the gate slanging that thing, surgical with it.
Surgical with this bitch, Jay.
Letting it fly. And hey, let's go even further. The same draft year. Even though Anthony Brown was not great, he was still better than Kelvin Joseph as a rookie. Playing out of position, Anthony Brown still played better than Kelvin Joseph did.
So what? Hold on. This is a good question.
As a 6th-round rookie,
this is a good question. So, which out of them two, who would you cut right now? Who would you cut? Because the world hate Anthony Brown, but you dislike Kelvin Joseph. So out of those two, who you gonna rock with?
Anthony Brown on the team. You ain't got to cut somebody.
Oh yeah, he a free agent. Okay.
Listen, I thought you were finna say who would I cut out of Jabril Cox and well
yeah, who you gonna cut out of that? Who you can't stand the most, I guess. So okay, I can't leave that. Shout out to you guys to pull with the 222. I like that. I appreciate that. She said everybody not microwavable, but landlord got them quotes. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna have me a lot of t-shirts once I crank this merch up, y'all. I'm gonna have me a lot of t-shirts. Everybody not microwavable. You're not gonna get the instant DiGiorno taste out of every one of these players, man. You ain't gonna get it.
Hold on, listen to me.
Some of these players you gotta make them from scratch, here. That's all I'm saying.
It's not about being microwavable. We're going to year 3, and this man is a practice squad guy. I mean, like, it's not about being microwavable. It's about not going backwards. Like you lost your privilege to even play the cornerback position. you lost your cornerback privileges as a cornerback, as a 2nd-round pick.
I think they kind of being a little hard on him, man, because of the rap stuff.
A little hard.
No, I'm saying I think they a little hard on him for the rap stuff. I do.
Sir.
I do. I'm sorry. I do.
Sir.
I do.
Sir.
I think they a little hard on him, man. Cause like they see a mixtape, they like, nope. They like, he don't want to play football. We gonna make this role real hard for him. That's what it kind of seems like to me. You know what I'm saying?
Do you understand that when targeted, he is allowing a passer rating of 149.3?
I mean, he had some bad moments, but I told you they had him in some bad situations as well. Now, real talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the bad situation they had him in. They had him on the field. That was the bad situation they put him in.
Hen is not with the foolishness, y'all.
He was on the field.
Hen is not with the foolishness. We have discovered that Hen is not with any foolishness today. Okay, we got you. We understand now, Hen. We got you.
Hold on. Listen to me. This man was only targeted 18 times. Right? He allowed 12. He allowed 12 receptions, 228 yards, and 4 touchdowns.
He
was only targeted 18 times.
He said it's not delivery. It's the genre here. Y'all so silly. Yeah.
How you give up 4 touchdowns, man?
That's very, very bad. I'm not excusing his play. I'm not excusing his play.
Sir.
I'm not.
Sir. Listen, sir.
This all I'm saying though. I'm not excusing his play, but I am saying sometimes you got to take your lumps as a DB, man. You got to.
all right, let's be fair about all this, right? It's not even talking about Kelvin Joseph. It's talking about the other young guys on the field, right?
Yeah.
Why does Izzy Okwamu look better? Why does Nashawn Wright look better? Right, and I'm not saying they're spectacular, but why they still played better than he did.
Actually, Nashawn got cooked too. He did better when he got a few of his shots. In preseason, he was getting cooked, sir. No lie.
Okay, and I would rather you get cooked in preseason than get towed up on national TV. And he gave up yardage, but what he did not do was give up a touchdown.
But he got him an interception too. Texas T said Bossman Fat just got to make a couple of plays on the field, then drop a mixtape. I got to talk to his age. Hey, man. Straight up. I think he need that confidence moment. I think, man, he might be one of them people like, man, once he get an interception, then he was going through murder. What's the case that they gave him and stuff, man? He had a lot of stuff going on. He had a lot of stuff going on, man.
Nelly Rogers probably hit the nail on the head for me. That's probably why I'm really hard on him, because we could have had Asante Samuel Jr.
Man, yeah, I mean, Asante kind of cooled off too, though. Y'all forget that.
Asante Samuel, That man had 3 interceptions in the playoff game. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah, he balled out in the playoffs, but I'm talking about like in this season they was talking a little down on him too now. But you know, man, listen, that's neither here nor there.
I'm finna pull up his number.
Now we ain't complaining on the Kelvin Joseph now, so don't get up here doing that.
Yes, we are.
Shit. Yes, compare the snaps then. How many snaps Asante done had? Because he probably had about 100 more, 300 more than him.
When you are not bad, you get the privilege of playing more.
Ooh, I guess you could say that. I guess you. But look, you really can't say that. I got an argument against that.
He had 160. What argument you got? What argument you got? What argument you got for giving up 2 touchdowns in the quarter?
The argument I'm saying is you saying that okay, if you're bad, you won't play. Well, why in the world we couldn't use Tony Pollard for 4 years? Sometimes it be coaching malpractice, man.
Okay, and do you think?
Sometimes it be coaching malpractice.
And no, because I don't believe Dan Quinn is experiencing coaching malpractice, because he can hit all the right buttons so far. We're not gonna sit here and compare Kellen Moore to Dan Quinn. We're not gonna do that, sir. We're not gonna.
I'm just saying that it's possible now. It's possible. It's possible.
Okay, so
bro.
let's compare. Let's compare. All right. Asante Samuel had a 97.6 passer rating when targeted. Kelvin Joseph had 140 something. Right, so he won there. He had 2 interceptions. He had 0. So he won there. He had a coverage grade of 65.4, which is passing. Kelvin Joseph's coverage grade. Where the fuck is it? Oh, I'm cussing.
Kelvin Joseph he ain't cussing and everything. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah, his coverage grade was a 44. All right, so let's look at it. Let's see. He had a missed tackle percentage of 7.1. Kelvin Joseph did. He had a missed tackle percentage of, let me see.
I don't know if you could say that, DP. You know, you my guy. But Izzy ain't been, look, Izzy did great when in the situation we put him in. We ain't seen Izzy him like that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't seen him in different situations and stuff.
I've seen enough. They only asked him to play slot. When he played slot, he played well, and he had interceptions.
No, he said Izzy is quietly our most well-rounded DB. I can't say that.
Oh, he said most well-rounded. Okay.
Yeah, I can't say that right now.
I can say I think he got great position flex. I like his size. I like his athleticism. And when his number was called, he actually made plays.
I want to see him on the perimeter, on the boundary. I don't know if he about that life. I think he need to stay in the slot. I'll take him in the slot all day.
So you think he's a big slot corner?
Yeah. I don't know if he got the footwork and the hips to be a boundary corner. I don't know. I ain't saying he cannot, but I don't know. I think he just did good in that spot work, and I think people might be taking it too, you know what I'm saying, be going a little too far with this. I ain't saying he's not good, but I'm just saying, hold your horses just a tad bit. That's all I'm saying. I think he can be phenomenal in the inside. You know what I'm saying? I think he can be phenomenal at the slot.
Oh, so Izzy, yeah, I like Izzy.
Yeah,
I like Izzy a lot. And listen, my mind state is if you're doing something real good, there is no reason for me to switch it up. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Right. So if he playing good at that position, let him play there. That's how I feel. That's why I don't want them. That's why I did not want them to move the run Bland to the outside. Not saying that he, can't do it, but like all of his, good production came in the slot.
Man, you remember when we had that great conversation about them tweeners? You know who was the ultimate tweener that we missed? Jabril Cox. He was the ultimate tweener too, bro. I don't know how we missed that one. Jabril, that's the reason why he can't find a home. Because he's not really a linebacker and he's not really a DB. So that's why a lot of people look at him like a safety. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. Yeah. Shout out to B-Bird with the $5 super. He says KJ was 8th in the league in penalties. Man, y'all just come on, B-Bird. Don't buy into Henny now. You know what I'm saying? Do not drink the Henny.
Ain't nobody
don't drink the Henny. Listen, it ain't the weekend yet, B-Bird. You got a family, sir. You got a family. Don't do it yet.
Nah. We're not gonna let landlord talk us out from being nefarious. Come on in and sip the hen.
Yeah, I gotta be weak. Hey, that's dope. He said, "Come on in and sip the hen." Hey, I like that. That's your new slogan. He said, KJ was 8th in the league in penalties, the only non-starter on the list. The problem is he's had problems. He's brought on himself. Ugh, that's just. Y'all ain't got no heart today. Is there a heart in the house tonight? Y'all know that's. Is there a heart in the house? Good grief.
Man, listen. The only people I gotta have a heart for is my wife and my kids, man. Listen. This man is making millions of dollars to play football. You were a 2nd round pick. You were a top 100 pick, so if you don't produce, then you get no sympathy. Because we got guys.
True.
Israel was a lower pick than you were. Nation's a lower pick than you were. DeRon Bland was a lower pick than you were.
I got somebody on my side. My boy D. Brown said he on my side. I got one person on my side. We gonna fight on that front line for our boy KJ, man. I think what it really is, bro. To me, I'ma just be real. It is like it's hard for me to just give all the way up on talent. I know the man is talented. Now it's upstairs or something, bro. It's something that just got him. I know he talented. That's what's crazy. It's hard for me to give up on something I know that, just like Jabril, I know he's talented. But it's just like I don't know if he's being used properly. I don't know if he's right upstairs. It's other things that I have to contribute to this. I know what talent looks like. That's the problem with me.
And it's fine with me. But production beats out potential every day of the week, 7 times out of 7. So you could be talented as hell. Ryan Leaf was talented. That don't mean nothing.
True.
Like he had one of the biggest arms and the measurables, and he did not do anything in the NFL.
But look, no, it's always what you call it. I can't think of the wording for it. But it's always like a loophole or something in it. Cause think about this. It was a lot of people that drafted like people like J. Ryan Curson just said he just can't do it. He just can't do it. Trap. It's a lot of people that just said, hey, he's just not going to cut it. Let me get him off my team. I try to put him here, he can't do it. Put him here, he can't do it. It's people that you might just need the right coach. That's what it is sometimes, bro. It is.
Okay. Well, what better defensive coordinator is he going to get besides Dan Quinn, Kinfolk?
Ugh.
Like trap.
Hey. I'm with you now. I'm not trying to win the argument. I'm just trying to think about this logically. That's all I'm trying to do.
No, you're trying to think about this because you have love in your heart.
Because I know what talent looks like. That's all.
Okay, and that's fine. That's fine. Like, he's talented. What the hell they gonna do for me if he's not being productive with his talent? If he gets out there, if he goes out there week in and week out and get beats like a redheaded stepchild, you know, for not washing the dishes, right? You come home, there's only one, he come home and get beat because he left that one fork in there. They go upside his head. What are they gonna do for me?
I know
he's talented. He listen. He had great measurables coming out of the combine. He probably had, you know, if he had not had the issues where he was before, you know, he would have probably had a first round grade.
He would have. If he would have stayed at LSU, he would have been a first round pick. Real talk.
But this is the point though. Like it's better that he did not have that first round grade.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Sports Guru said, "Let it go, landlord. Don't do that. You ain't gotta come in here and do me like that, Sports Guru. Good grief." He said, "Let it go, landlord."
He came in firing off the hip.
Yeah. He said, "Let it go, landlord." Hey, I don't know, for some reason I heard a strong voice with the K, a strong voice.
Trap.
I heard him say that with a strong voice pointing at me. "Let it go, landlord." You know what I'm saying?
Like the voice of God spoke down to you. Let it go, landlord.
Yeah. I felt that in my soul, man. You ain't have to do me like that, Sports Guru. He said, "Let it go, landlord." KJ isn't a good pro, and it shows on the field. He needs to be in Gilmore's hip pocket with pen and pad taking notes on how to be a pro. Yeah, I'm with you on that part. That part. Yeah, I'm with you on that part for sure. He need to be following him around everywhere he goes. Yeah, that's right. Danny Savage says LSU bounced him. Kentucky bounced him. Dallas fans act like we got prime time when we drafted him. I was high on him. I ain't gonna lie.
And listen. Everybody was high on him coming out because we saw the measurables. We saw he ran a 4.3 at the combine. We saw he used to play at LSU. We saw all the other things, right? We saw the production he had in college. That's cool. I like them coming out of the draft. Since he's been in the NFL, though, you got to update your resume.
Hey, that's all. It hit your side. When he came in the NFL, though, like, it ain't been pretty. DP Johnson says KJ should be moved to free safety before we cut him. We know his speed. He has the range that Hooker is lacking. Because Hooker is lacking, in my opinion. I ain't gonna lie. How would y'all feel if we drafted the best safety at 26? The best free safety. How would y'all feel?
Like we wasted a pick?
You think so?
Man, Hooker good enough. I don't need just because you know.
I don't think he good enough. I think we can survive. I say we can survive with him. I wouldn't say he good enough. Not this one.
What name one game that Malik Hooker has cost you?
Man, go back and look at any deep pass that you seen get completed. No lie. He be about 5 steps behind every time. Shout out to B-Bird with the $5 super. He says he's supposed to take AB's spot. Not only did he not do that, wait a minute, you can't keep coming at this. B-Bird, I thought this was over. I thought we was over. I thought we was moving on, sir. Y'all can't keep doing me like this. He said he was supposed to take AB's spot. Not only did he not do that, they had to go and trade for Gilmore because they needed a real cornerback too. Y'all boys is not playing with KJ. Y'all ain't playing with him. B-Bird had enough of this foolishness too. B-Bird is sick of it.
Hey, it's all love. Listen, we want him to do good. But to answer Joe's question, Laquan Treadwell is a former first-round pick who was a bust. That's why he's coming into the Dallas day for a tryout because he's trying to stay around in the NFL, but he's nobody to get your hopes up about.
Hey, Eli, he coming at the top at it, sir. He ain't playing around. I can't be mad at him either. Like, I understand. I totally understand where y'all coming from. So it ain't like me saying that this stuff is outrageous. I think I'm just a little tad bit nicer than y'all. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
Just a tad bit nicer than y'all.
What is there to be nice about? You ain't never turned on that. You ain't never looked at Kelvin Joseph play like, damn, he going off.
On special teams, you know. On special teams, that boy was going in. I got a whole video about him.
On special teams, lined up at cornerback, have you ever said, damn, he going off? Or have you ever said, like, damn? Like, how you let that happen?
It's John Coffin said, see, landlord, you going out the hooker, but for KJ, I don't get it. Yeah. You know, we all hypocrites at the end of the day, Mr. John. Because you think about it, you got players that you like. You know what I'm saying? You got players that you not that fond of. And you going to still be having that little belief in the back of your heart. You are. That's what people doing with people like Laquan Treadwell. Because they sitting up here like, oh, I liked him coming out and he didn't do anything. So let me see if he still can do it over here. Like, you still take a liking to certain players if you liked them or if you projected them to be high. You still have a little, you know what I'm saying, a little hope for the certain players. Special teams holding to kill Turpin return, man. Don't do that. Trap. Yeah, John. You right though. I'm a hypocrite in certain aspects.
Treadwell wild. But the crazy thing about it, Treadwell is still only 27 for now. He'll be 28 this year. This man was the number 23 overall pick out of Ole Miss. For his career, he has 110 catches for 1,226 yards and 5 touchdowns. He's been in the league since 2016.
He had went to the Bears, didn't it?
He went to Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
The most touchdowns he ever had in a year was 2 with Atlanta. He had 2 receiving touchdowns with Atlanta. The most yardage he ever had in the season was 434. Last year he played for the Seahawks in 6 games, had 6 catches for 42 yards, did not record a single touchdown. He has only 1 receiving touchdown in the last 2 years. Hell no.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, they still be holding on to these number 1 picks. Like, that's one thing y'all gotta realize too. The draft analysts and a lot of these people, they hold on to them top ranked players for a long time. Like, that explains that foolishness. Like, they was talking that Carson was better than Dak all this time. Like, they graded him as a first round pick, and it was hard for them to do what Miss Erica Badu say. It took forever for them to let that narrative go, right? Dak had to keep hitting them upside his head. Bam, bam, and they finally let it go. So it'd be hard for them to let go them first round grades and stuff.
I'm not going to say they finally let it go because Kyle Hurd was talking about Carson Wentz could possibly be the best quarterback in the NFC last year before the season started.
They hold on to that for dear life. Like, they don't want to be wrong. See, me, if I'm low on a player, I would love to be wrong. If he a Cowboy, I would love to be wrong. Please make me wrong. Please. Trap. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm vice versa, let me be wrong in that aspect. So, you know, I want the best for my team.
I do too. That's why we can't let Kelvin Joseph get on the field.
Don't do that, man. Ain't nobody got time for that, man. Ain't nobody got time for that. But, man,
protect your peace.
But I appreciate everybody stopping by, man. I'm finna have to go ahead and go back to my day job. Like Mark Holmes say, don't quit your day job. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate all the love and support, man. HTM Sports, let them know where to find you at, sir.
Yeah, man, it's your boy Henny DeMoore reporting live from the liquor store. Please come on over here. You know, hit the like button, the share button, the subscribe button if you have not already joined the channel. Also, me and Landlord, we're going to the draft next month, man.
Absolutely.
So, hey, send those donations, hit the cash apps. You know, anything that you're seeing will be used for that purpose from now until the 26th. So I appreciate y'all for everything and all the love and support. God bless, and I will see y'all later.
Already, man. And I go by Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. I appreciate all the love and support. And y'all already know what time it is, man. Let's go. I can't see a thing. All this money in my face. I appreciate you coming through the trap. You know, what's happening with your hand. I appreciate you, sir. Came a long way. Hey, I know that they
love.
Already. I hope y'all enjoyed the show, man. It was good vibes. I enjoyed myself. Let's go. Let's get it. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.